Hi, welcome back to the Lintorious podcast. I am currently in Las Vegas doing a show. Thank you so much for listening and watching episodes 1 through 4. It's been so much fun recording the podcast. I hope you enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed recording it for you. On episode 5, Joe and I recap on everything that we talked about in episode 1, giving you updates. If you have anything you want us to talk about, any suggestions, anything you want us to bullshit about, let us know. And my voice is like this right now because I have a sore throat. Don't worry, it's not COVID. It's just from exhaustion and parenting. So thank you again for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all the cool things you guys do. And I love you. Be a good friend to someone today. Enjoy.
Everybody, welcome. Oh, here you go, Joe. Welcome to episode 5.
Yay!
Woohoo! Welcome back. Look, it says ring for luck.
And
it's
we
true.
had good luck.
We had good luck because there's 28 of you who viewed us on YouTube.
Exactly. Maybe double that on podcasts. We have great luck with the airplane flying right by during our intro.
Because this is real.
Audio.
And as y'all know from the opening sequence, Joe is very real.
Yes, we are filming in a studio apartment.
In the apartment. But you know what? This is awesome.
Yes, it is.
This is awesome.
I'm thrilled to be back.
Yes. No, this is... I like that. I like that it's real.
Yeah.
I like that. Who are we kidding? You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is. This is where I live. And when I move, y'all get to see the new place and the upgrades and all that good stuff.
Exactly.
So welcome to the adventure. We were trying to find a new word for journey last time.
Right. Quest.
Pilgrimage.
Voyage, pilgrimage.
I'm saying adventure.
Adventure. I like adventure.
Adventure is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Adventure is a good one. So let's do the updates. What's going on? My 100-pound fat suit.
Yeah. Let's talk about that adventure.
First of all, let's shout out to Walmart for this sweater for being $5.
Yes.
I have to say it. I have to.
Well, and we are trying to promote Cambodian people, right? There's a good chance a Cambodian child made
this.
So,
This is what I tell Ethan all the time. You could be sewing my shirt right now.
Yeah.
But instead you're here on your iPhone. So
yeah.
Appreciate life, okay?
Exactly. There you go.
No, but okay. So shout out to Walmart. Thank you for this merch. All right. My 100-pound fat suit, y'all. It's been fantastic.
I'm so glad to hear that. And for anyone that is a late addition to the show.
Oh, late addition to the show. I'm on a social experiment called My 100-Pound Fat Suit because I was 100 pounds overweight. And I've been wearing that fat suit my whole life just from protection and feeling like I need to have that. And I didn't want the world to see me for who I really am. So I've just been putting on weight because of my childhood, etc. So I've been doing, we were talking about, okay, there's so many different fad diets, right?
Yes.
Don't eat carbs. Eat a lot of carbs. What were you saying? Eat applesauce only.
Just only applesauce.
What is that other thing Beyonce diet used to do?
Oh God, I did it. It was cayenne pepper and maple syrup.
I know. Lemon juice.
I did it in college.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I always go all in on things, even if I haven't thought them through.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm going to go to Whole Foods, which was a big deal for a college student.
Right.
And I bought like the organic syrup, which was like, even then, like $18 or whatever the fuck. I did it for breakfast and lunch.
Oh my God.
And then I went and saw a movie that was like, the theater was like 20 minutes away, and I nearly got in a car accident on the way home.
Oh my God.
Because I was starving, and it was a terrible idea. And then I think I got Wendy's on the way home. Actually, no, it was Cookout, which is fantastic Southern fast food.
Where'd you go to college?
North Carolina School of the Arts in Winston-Salem.
Wow, this is my first time hearing that.
Yep.
North Carolina School of the Arts.
Yep. So anyway, I did that diet. It was a disaster.
Diet.
And then I ended up just using the syrup on waffles and pancakes.
Right.
So I got my money.
And never use the cayenne pepper ever
no,
again.
Never again. No, because it's awful.
It's terrible. And like, I tried that too. I had like one sip of it, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just not into being miserable.
No.
I'm just not into being unhappy with what I'm doing. Like,
Right.
those of you who have suggested for me to do intermittent fasting, want me to die. You hate me. Just say you hate me, because I'm like, I can't. I know some people can do it and it's great and it works. But I just don't want to suffer through this process, because losing 100 pounds is really it's a marathon.
Yeah. I mean, you're losing a person off of you.
I'm losing a person off of me. Two of Ethan's. I'm losing two of my child's from me. And, and I just don't want it to be like, oh, I lost it in 6 months. That's really unhealthy. But, I want to be able to change my mindset about it.
Right.
And how I think about food, my relationship with food and all that stuff, to keep it off.
Right. Get to the problem, get to the heart of it. It's not just getting the weight off, but keeping it off.
Because I'm working with my friend Iman, who has a program called Big Fat Emotions.
Okay.
And she just launched the program, and it's she's guiding me through, all the health stuff, but also the inner child work. And she keeps telling me that losing weight is the easy part. It's the emotional part that most people don't want to do because it's so fucking heavy.
So what is inner child work?
So the inner child work, like digging back to when did somebody tell me that I'm fat? When did I start realizing that I'm fat, right? Mm-hmm. What made me think that I had to stay fat? What made me think that I had to keep this weight on in order to protect myself from people? Why don't I want to be seen? And of course we know the things, like we know my dad was abusive, my mom, my aunts, whatever. We know all these things, but it's a never ending process to continue to, work through it. And I did an exercise with her, once a week. And after every exercise, I have a therapeutic cry, and I just cry it out. And then one day I realized, oh my God, I just told myself that I love me and I'm here for me. And I hugged me and, and I was like, wow, I've never ever told myself while I was crying that I love myself. Normally when I'm crying, I'm beating myself up. Oh, why the fuck are you crying? You're so weak. And, get over it and whatever. It's your fault. Everything sucks. But this time I'm just like, no, I love you. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's such a breakthrough.
That's a huge breakthrough.
And all from making the right choices with food.
Yes.
Y'all.
Yes.
And I want to emphasize to just create your own plan and what works for you.
So yes, that's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an example of where you were faced with the right and wrong choice with food and you made the right choice?
Oh,
recently?
Yes, of course.
What's one that comes to mind?
Of course. No, okay. Of course, because I realized driving around in our neighborhood, and we both live in Alhambra. Yep. There's a lot of Asian food, and it's a lot of white rice, and it's a lot of stir fry, and it's like
sodium.
Right, it's a lot of sodium. And like, let's say one day Ethan want to go to Wendy's.
Yes.
Okay, and I'll be like, okay, let's go to Wendy's. Usually we both each get a biggie bag. You know the biggie bags, and then the chili. Because I love chili. But now it's like he'll get a biggie bag, and I'll get an apple pecan salad.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And it's delicious. Did you know that Wendy's has salads? They're really good.
They are. Yeah. They have a strawberry one, I think.
They have a strawberry salad. Yeah,
Good.
The Habit has a great barbecue chicken salad. So I've learned at these different places, like, wow, I can get a salad. Or when I go to the store now, I just get the prepackaged salads.
Right.
But what's important, y'all, is that you have to give yourself freedom.
Yes.
You can't suffer through it. You have to give yourself freedom, have fun with it, be happy. It's, you're going to hear this a lot, like it's who you are while you're eating.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
So if I went to Seattle for comedy and I, let myself have food freedom and I just ate whatever, but I felt so good about it because I'm also doing Arbonne, which we'll get into. That's helped me with my gut.
Yes.
We were talking about my gut health. I was walking downstairs earlier, y'all, to go help Joe with something to unload, but he had already done it. But as I was walking there, I looked down and I was like, oh, I can see my boobs, but not my gut.
Yeah, the third boob.
I didn't have my third boob.
Yeah.
That's so great. Like, and I'm not weighing myself till June.
Yes.
But these are the things that I notice about myself. Like I don't wake up in the middle of the night aching because I had fried chicken and a burger.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You've cut out the laying in bed eating fried chicken at 11 o'clock.
Yes, that
Which
used
is
to be
good.
my thing. That used to be Netflix and Doritos. You know?
I get it.
I haven't had junk food, except for my Seattle trip. Even then, I didn't really have junk food, and I haven't really had red meat.
Yeah.
Sugar.
All of this in a month. That's
all of this
very
in a month.
impressive,
It's very, and I slip. And again, I like to keep myself happy.
Yes.
But it's and you know what? And when you make good choices about food, you start making good choices about everything else in life. That is so fucking crazy to me.
Yeah. So what other areas have you...
We were talking about relationships.
Yeah, right.
And I start looking at men differently now. Now I look at men from a lens of a 44 now, when this airs, year-old woman versus the abandoned 15-year-old.
Oh, so now you're probably more attracted to actual men. And
not children.
Not children.
Not
well,
15.
metaphorical children.
Sorry.
Metaphorical children.
Immaturity. I'm
yes.
not attracted to immaturity.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was.
Yeah.
Back then, I looked at older men and I was like, ew, they remind me of my dad. And that's where my daddy issues came in. And that's why I like the younger man.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, the older man's going to tell me what to do and he's going to be abusive. And I'm just making up shit in my head.
Right.
But now that I've released a lot of toxins, I'm more clear. So I look at a man and I'm like, oh, no. I need you to be a man. And,
have your shit together.
Have your shit together. Yeah. I don't mind you younger. I just want you to be emotionally mature.
Yes.
That's all.
And that's good.
Emotionally mature. I don't want to coach you.
Right. Yes.
Men don't want to be coached.
No. Absolutely not.
You don't want to be lectured.
No. No. Speak from recent experience.
What were you lectured about from recent experience?
Oh, just, dishes and cleanliness and all those things. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
No.
We talked it out.
You did.
Yelled it out. And,
did you really?
All good, yeah.
Oh my God, I can't imagine you and Karina yelling.
Yeah.
I love hearing that they're real. This is a real couple.
Yeah, we are.
This is not a social media, everything's great couple.
For the most part, it is.
I mean, yeah, but, they're really happy.
Yeah.
But no, great.
Yeah.
So you talked it out. Now you do the dishes.
I already did. It was just anyway. Yeah. Yes. 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 All good.
What a great husband.
Yeah. I'm already doing the dishes. I don't need to air out the dirty laundry as well. Yes.
That's great. Oh my God. In a healthy relationship, a healthy marriage, all these healthy relationship with food, you see a healthy relationship with, so there's this, I was at a comedy show. Y'all know I was at a comedy show. There was a host of the show, real handsome. I'm not attracted to him in a way, there's crushes and then there's people you're really interested in.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So I have a total crush on this guy. And then just as a comic, because he's funny. And he was on stage doing his thing, really funny, whatever. And I looked at him and I was like, I will rip off his clothes right now. And then I was like, huh? And he's not a young man.
Hey,
Look at him. He was like, he's older than me, like a little bit older, a couple years. And I was like, huh? Okay, there's an improvement.
That is an improvement.
It's an improvement.
That's a big deal.
If he wasn't a comic, I would probably ask him out.
Sure. Yeah.
But he's a comic, so.
Yeah.
I mean, he can ask me out. I'll go out with him.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm not gonna do it because it's just a crush,
Right.
It's not really, anything, which is also interesting because now I can tell the difference between just a crush and someone
that you're actually.
I used to think everyone was the one.
Right. Yeah, me too.
You did too?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Because when we love, we like love, Yes. I was in Dallas, and in the South, everybody's get married when they're young.
Yes.
Okay, the 17-year-old girl was like, "Oh, look at me, Lynn." I was her manager at a restaurant. She's like, "Look at me, I'm engaged," and I was all, "Oh my God!" I said, "How can you tell that? How do you know that he's the one?" And she goes, "You just know." And I was like, "Well, I just knew like 15 times."
Right. Yeah.
Like, what? How do you know?
I've known 15 times. Not
But
so
then
much.
right after that came out of my mouth, I was like, bitch, don't say that. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's like a happy, that's their culture in the South.
Yes, it is.
Just because I'm some douchey LA person that's
Right.
like, oh, I'm all about my career, doesn't mean that I have to project it on her, you know?
Of course. Well, so all right. So you said that it's changed. The diet, or not the diet, but the lifestyle has changed. Other areas of your life too.
Right.
But dating. What about parenting?
Parenting, y'all, I have a newfound appreciation for my son.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I know. I mean, I've always appreciated him, but because I was so tired and irritable and moody all the time, it was like I felt like it was something I just had to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Parenting.
I mean, parenting, yes, it's
stuff.
an obligation, yes. But you know, I was just so irritable and I couldn't see him for who he was because of all the shit that I was going through.
Right, just doing activities and stuff just felt like a chore because of the the weight and diet and all that stuff.
So if you imagine like your gut, like just toxins and everything, you know, you can't really see inside your abs. You can't see the abs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
I haven't
so
seen
now
my
that
abs.
so now that it's starting to melt away a little bit, I'm starting to internally also have toxins melt away, and I appreciate him like for being the asshole that he is, because all kids are assholes.
Yes, they are.
You know what I mean? And he's so honest, and he one day I picked him up from school one day, and he goes and this kid was like, "Bye, Ethan," and he didn't say anything. So I yelled over. I said, "Ethan, say bye to your friend." And this kid goes, "He's not my friend." Like. The fuck, he's laughing. Of course it's funny, and internally I'm laughing, but the kid heard it, and then the kid's mom heard it, and I was like, fuck. And luckily we go to like a very Asian school. My majority of the students are Asian, so they don't really care that much, you know. Had I been in Santa Monica, I would have been, "Oh, Miss Sun, can I speak to you for a second? You know, we encourage, you know, honesty, but you know, he really hurt Tyler's feelings." Right. You know, and it would be nice if he can apologize. Right. Like it'd be this whole thing, and I'd have to go through a whole thing. But then after he said that, I took him to the side and I said, "Ethan, you have to be kind to people." He goes, "But he's not my friend."
That may be. But keep that to yourself.
I said, "You don't have to be everyone's friend, but you have to be kind."
Yes.
To everyone, you know, like, and I was like, "I understand you're honest with me, and I allow him a lot of freedom of speech in the house. But you got to understand, people in the world don't love you the way I do. They don't understand you like that. Yeah. So, you know, you're going to get your ass kicked."
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Being a little too real. Outside of the confines of the studio here.
But you know what? It's crazy because because growing up in an American family, white, whatever, like your parents probably talked to you about these things, right? Like manners, etiquettes, self-love, self-worth, etc.
Yeah.
We didn't have that.
Right.
So I'm realizing that I have to teach my son that. Like, you got to respect, self-respect. Don't call your friends so many times. Let them call you sometimes. And, you know, and I was like, wow, you have to teach them even now. Because now the technology, they're FaceTime each other and all that shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I appreciate him more.
Well, good.
Even though he's a dick.
Sure.
But he got that shit from me. That's okay. It's okay.
Yep.
We'll deal with it. Do you know about the I want to talk really quick about Ruby Frankie, the YouTube star who just pled guilty to child abuse?
No, who is that?
Ruby Frankie was a YouTube, she got like 2 million subscribers on YouTube.
So she must be a great person.
And she's from Utah.
So she must be a great person.
She has like 4 I don't know how many kids. I didn't really follow her, but the reason why I took interest in it was because she pled guilty to child abuse. She tied up her kids. She didn't feed them. She didn't give them water. Right. She beat them, etc. And then the son got loose, ran to the neighbor's house, and told that he was, you know, miserable and he's hungry. So the neighbor called 911.
Okay.
So that's how she got caught. My point to that is somebody reported me to CPS.
Yeah.
When there's people out there in the world doing shit like this to kids.
Right, doing real shit.
Real shit.
Right.
Yeah, I leave my kid in the car one time and I get...
It may have been for 12 hours in July.
I leave my kid in the car where I can see him and he's asleep. He's not even suffering. He's asleep. And anyway, and I get reported to CPS by whoever, whatever, who thinks that that's the right thing to do. I'm not even abusing my kid. Like Ethan's like a happy, healthy asshole. So it's like
that's insane.
You're taken away from kids who are really suffering and going through abuse.
Now, what kind of videos did this YouTuber put out? Like, what was?
They took down her channel.
Huh?
I think they took down her channel.
I know, but like,
find
what kind? Was it like parenting stuff?
Parenting stuff, family. You know, then look at us. This is our family.
Oh my God.
This is my husband.
Can you imagine if you like took all of your parenting advice from her, and now you like, oh, everything I know is a lie. Maybe I shouldn't put these idiot people on such a pedestal.
You could put me on a pedestal, though.
Well, sure.
I keep it real.
You do. You do. Yeah.
But yeah, so what I'm trying to say to that is just before you do stupid shit like report someone to CPS because you're upset or because you're an ex or you want custody or whatever, just really think about what you're doing to the kid.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's the kid that has to. Ethan has a I never said the word CPS in front of him. Yeah. Child Protective Services. I never said social services. I just said a lady wants to ask you questions. She wants to make sure you're healthy. She wants to make sure mommy's taking care of you. So I had to, but now he has a memory of this lady coming into the house asking him questions.
Right.
And before she asked him, she came out to ask me, she goes, okay, now I have to ask him if he has ever been touched by an adult. Is that okay? And the kid was like 6 or 5 or something, 6 when I get reported. But those are memories that they have. And then you have to go to a forensics interview. And then there's a doctor there who has to check him for bruises. And she has to look in his underwear. And she has to turn him around. And then a therapist has to talk to him and ask him about how mommy treats him. And is mommy mad? And what does she do when she's mad? And you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot for a kid. So if you're thinking about doing some bullshit like that, make sure the kid's really being abused.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I know that's heavy, but...
No, but it's an important reminder.
It's a huge freaking deal.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, I got a joke out of it, so who cares?
There you go. What's the joke?
The lady was sitting here, first of all.
She was sitting here on the couch?
She was sitting here on the couch interviewing me while I was eating a burrito. And then I was like, you mind if I eat a burrito? So I'm eating a burrito. And she's like just asking me questions. And even she knew that the allegations were ridiculous.
Well, that's good.
Okay, because she's like, and she knew I was a comedian. And then in the middle of her interview, she goes, are you going to put me in your act? Absolutely.
Oh, yes. All of this. All of this is going in.
Absolutely, I will.
Wow.
But I got a joke out of it, and, so it's all good.
What was the joke?
I was reported to CPS. CPS couldn't find my place, so she called me on the phone, and I was like, finally.
Take him away.
Yeah.
So there you go. You got that.
It's a whole bit. But no, that I just wanted to, you guys, just watch what you're doing, okay? Don't just do stupid things like that. Because when kids are involved, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But so update on comedy. So I took that trip to Seattle.
Yeah.
Did 3 shows. I did a podcast with On the Spot podcast in Seattle. And then I did 2 shows in Seattle, 1 in Tacoma. And it was amazing. Alice Chan was the headliner. She's coming on our show, in next episode. So it was a whole mom. It was a lot of moms.
Great.
I went up first and I had to learn that, it's a very different skill to go up first because my jokes are not safe.
Sure. Yeah.
My jokes are not safe. So it's like being hit.
Yeah, you're not necessarily the natural comedian that's going to lube up the audience.
No,
I
don't.
Kind of raw dogging it.
Yeah, I raw dog you. Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you like it raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because here we are.
Right.
They're not drunk enough yet. They're not anything. They just
sat down. They're like looking at the menu.
They heard the host, and the host is usually just like,
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. And then I come up and I was like, drink till I'm fuckable, and they're like, what the fuck?
Record scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we're in it now.
Right. You know what I mean? And I say, and so I had to learn, and me and Alice are very different in comedy style, but we complement each other well.
Yeah.
So it's like salty and sweet, right? Because she's a sweetheart and her comedy is very like mom and empowering and whatever. And I'm over here like, parenting is shitty, okay? I would leave my son at the fire station right now if it wasn't frowned upon by all of you.
Oh, you would judge me.
I know. Most of us would do that. It's just that, it's a frowned upon. But it taught me a lot. Like, it taught me, you really got to take care of yourself when you're on the road. You got to take care of yourself. You got to know what works for you in terms of food and focus and, all the things.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Seattle and Tacoma. I can't wait to go back. I love Tacoma. Y'all, you have my heart. There's a lot of Cambodians there. We did a Southeast Asian New Year's show last year. In April. Yeah. So they're gonna do another one this coming April 2024. So look out for that.
So you'll be there for that, huh?
I hope so. I hope they invite me back. If not, I might just go there just to watch.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Here's another. Okay, since we're talking about comedy, we don't have a lot of time left. I just want to say, for anybody listening to this who's a new comic, etc., I've never gone to a comedy show expecting to be booked.
Sure.
Like, if I go and support you, I'm literally going just to support you. And if you want to book me, great. We'll do it. We'll talk about it another time. DM me. But I never go in hopes of a producer putting me up or whatever. And even sometimes when the producer's like, oh, you want to go up and do 5 minutes? I'm like, no, thank you.
Right.
I'm not dressed for it.
Right.
I'm in my flip-flops.
I'm just here.
Yeah, I'm just here. I want to have my drinks and my buffalo wings, and I just want to enjoy your show. So, sometimes I understand we're all trying to get ahead, etc., but sometimes just support genuinely.
There you go.
Don't support just because you want something back in return.
No ulterior motive.
No. Wow. You know what I mean? Even though we're in show business, just support genuinely. When it's your time, it's your time.
Yes.
And if you work on your craft and you focus on the jokes and the material, the right people will notice. I promise you. The right people will notice, and they'll book you and they'll put you on the show, etc. And it might not be tomorrow, but in time. So just focus on your jokes and the writing. And of course, make friends and be supportive, but
Yeah, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff. Okay. Oh, we only have a little bit of time.
Okay.
But I just want to shout out to the Cambodian community for all your support. I did my dad was the first Cambodian to create music videos.
Which is awesome.
Yes. So he was brilliant.
Yeah.
He was a dick, but he's brilliant. That's where I got it from.
Yeah.
So, and he put out a music video, and when I was in 5th grade, he put me in one of his videos because I've been practicing my Janet Jackson moves in the bedroom by myself.
Nice.
But then one day we were in the living room, I just started dancing because I was a shy kid, and he didn't know that I had that in me. So then when he saw it, he was like, maybe we should have you do this video. And then, because my mom was supposed to be in that video. So then he had me do it, and then it blew up, and back then we didn't have internet.
No.
So then it blows up, and then, of course, now I'm 44, so I don't think about it. But they're still playing it on Instagram, and, Cambodians are still, like, reaching out, like, oh, I used to watch this when I was little. They're like, I want to learn all your dance moves, and I was like, Gloria Estefan, you remember her?
Yeah, yeah.
Gloria Estefan and Janet Jackson. Those were my two. Madonna.
There you go. So watch them. You'll be watching me.
Right. So thank you so much. If you're listening, I really appreciate you all. And I want to meet every single one of you. So you come to a show, if you come, even if you DM me, whatever, I want to meet all of you. Thank you. Thank you. And keep posting it and sharing it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then come to the next show, at the Ice House, January 12th, 8 p.m., Friday, January 12th. I'm celebrating my birthday there. Woo! So thank you so much. Should we do the sponsor now or later?
Do it now if you want.
Let's talk about some of our sponsors from the Late AF show.
And before we do that, what can people expect this month on the show?
Oh, shoot. What's happening this month? So we have Alice Chan coming. We're talking about success while being a mom.
Yeah.
With Alice Chan. We have Johnny Lee, who is a very successful Cambodian man, a businessman, also one of my very good friends. He's coming on. We're talking about success mindset with him.
Fantastic.
And then we have Mammal coming on the show, who is a party and just all about, growth and personal development. And he's hilarious. And he'll tell you all about how he left the LGBT community.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He'll tell you all about that. So thank you and stay tuned for all of that.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm excited.
Do we do the sponsors now?
Sure.
Yay! Sponsors from the Late AF show that we couldn't do, but I wanted to transfer them over here. This is Eric Escobar. Eric Escobar is a comedian, hilarious. You guys find him at Eric Escobar on Instagram. It's a trucker's hat. See?
Yeah.
You get his merch.
Wahoo.
We also have, what else? Kelly Zamnikis. This is her cup.
ASFC?
Mm-hmm.
What does that stand for?
And it says, another shitty female comic. Because she says this is what, the comments she gets from dudes on her
she's
Instagram.
owning it.
She's owning it.
Very good.
Because we all, there's always going to be trolls. I love trolls. I welcome you. Come on. You can't hurt my feelings. My dad used to beat me. Okay. So
Hey-o.
Arbonne. I was talking about Arbonne products. My friend Shanta sponsored me with some Arbonne products. This is Superfood Greens. It's a powder. It has 36 fruits and vegetables in each serving.
Damn.
Yeah. I mix that with gut health, ginger, and Skin Elixir Collagen Builder.
Oh.
Okay, and this is acai flavor. So I mix it all together, shake it in 8 ounces of water, drink it, and that's what's been helping me with my gut. I don't have 3 boobs anymore, and my inflammation and digestion.
So it's working.
This is pillows from Kevin Bekovich.
Yeah.
Bekovich designs
Very
these
nice.
pillows. So find him if you want some decor for your home. And he also does shirts and stuff. And finally, hold this one. Cambodian mom who does printing out of her home. This is her business. It's called Bubba Prints. Her name's Kelly, and she makes these jackets.
Oh, that is a cool design.
Cool jacket. She makes these jackets. She's made all my hoodies. She does a Cambodian queen, Cambodian Barbie. She does mugs, pens, all of it, y'all. T-shirts. So find Kelly at Bubba Prints on Instagram. Thank you so much again for listening, and we'll see you next week on Sunday.